Picture the African continent. Now, trace your finger along the western coast until you reach a country shaped like a question mark, leaning against the Atlantic Ocean. This is Nigeria, a land teeming with life, a kaleidoscope of colors, sounds and stories waiting to be told. Over 250 distinct ethnic groups call this land home, each contributing to a cultural tapestry so rich and intricate. The air thrums with the melodic cadence of Yoruba, the rhythmic flow of Igbo, and the guttural pronouncements of Hausa. The result is a cultural fusion unlike any other, a blend of ancient traditions, Islamic influences, and the legacy of European colonialism. To understand Nigeria, one must embrace its diversity, its contradictions, and its sheer, unbridled energy. The year is 1914. The British Empire redraws the map of Africa, creating Nigeria. This act, driven by economic interest, had lasting consequences. The British imposed a singular identity on diverse cultures. Nigeria became a patchwork of protectorates. Traditional power structures were undermined for resource extraction. The British introduced new ideas and institutions. Christianity and Western education began shaping Nigerian elites. The legacy of British colonialism is complex. It brought advancements, but also deep divisions. Divide and rule policies left a lasting mark. Tension simmered beneath the surface. Independence in 1960 brought new challenges. The struggle to forge a national identity began. October 1st, 1960 marked a pivotal moment in Nigeria's history. As the Union Jack was lowered and the green and white flag of an independent Nigeria fluttered, a collective roar of jubilation echoed across the nation. A new era had dawned, filled with hope and aspiration. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, had awakened.
Long before European footsteps reached Nigeria, a rich tapestry of life unfolded across its diverse landscapes. Powerful empires rose, magnificent cities thrived, and cultures interacted and clashed.
Imagine a land where the air buzzed with the energy of 1,000 stories yet to be written. The savannas of the north bore witness to the rise and fall of empires. The Hausa people established flourishing city-states like Kano and Katsina. These cities became centers of Islamic learning, attracting scholars and traders.
Imagine the rhythmic cadence of camels' hooves, the scent of exotic spices, and the murmur of prayers. Trade routes connected distant cultures and shaped empires.
Further south, the Yoruba people carved out their destiny amidst forests and hills. Ile-Ife, a city steeped in myth, was the cradle of Yoruba heritage. Skilled artisans crafted exquisite bronze sculptures, capturing Yoruba cosmology.
Imagine the glow of molten metal and the pride of craftsmen creating timeless art. The Yoruba civilization, with its powerful kings and elaborate rituals, flourished for centuries.
In the southeast, the Igbo people developed a distinct identity rooted in agriculture and trade. Their communities were governed by councils of elders.
Imagine the vibrant energy of village markets and the passionate storytelling passed down through generations.
Kingdoms of gold and glory.
The Benin Empire, rising in the 13th century, showcased pre-colonial Nigeria's splendor. Mastery of bronze casting and ivory carving captivated European explorers.
Imagine a city adorned with bronze plaques depicting Benin's history and rituals. The Oba ruled with absolute authority, his court a spectacle of grandeur.
The Benin Empire commanded respect with its powerful army and trade networks.
Art, the Benin Empire was not alone in its pursuit of glory. The Oyo Empire, with its renowned cavalry, emerged as a dominant force. The Alafin commanded a vast army, extending influence across southwestern Nigeria. The Oyo Empire's legacy endures in the cultural practices of the Yoruba people today. The arrival of shadows. The arrival of European powers in the 15th century marked a turning point, casting a long shadow over Nigeria's destiny. Drawn by trade in spices, ivory, and gold, European merchants soon turned to a more sinister commodity: human beings. The transatlantic slave trade left an indelible scar on Africa. Millions endured unimaginable horrors, torn from their homelands. The impact on West African societies was profound and devastating. In Nigeria, the slave trade devastated coastal kingdoms and empires. The Benin Empire, once powerful, was weakened by constant raids and warfare. The Oyo Empire also suffered, its army weakened by internal conflicts and slave raids. The slave trade decimated populations and disrupted economies. European powers interfered in African affairs, sowing seeds of future conflicts. Their arrival marked the beginning of a painful chapter leading to colonial rule, the soul of Nigeria. To truly grasp the essence of Nigeria, one must delve into the heart of its people. Each group carries within its traditions, languages, and beliefs the echoes of ancient stories.
In the north, the Hausa Fulani stand as a testament to the enduring power of faith and tradition. Imagine the bustling marketplaces of Kano and Sokoto, a symphony of aromas that speaks to the fusion of cultures.
The Hausa, known for their centuries-old trading networks, brought with them the teachings of Islam. Their intricate textile designs reflect the influence of Arabic art and the legacy of trans-Saharan trade.
The Fulani, often depicted as nomadic herdsmen, embody a deep connection to the land and their cattle. Their lives are a testament to resilience, dictated by the seasons and the search for grazing pastures.
This fusion of Hausa and Fulani cultures created a powerful force in northern Nigeria. But the north is just one chapter in the Nigerian story. Journey south and you'll encounter the Yoruba, known for their vibrant culture and deep reverence for their ancestors. Section 2. Rhythms of Unity and Discord. Nigeria's ethnic diversity is both its greatest strength and its most persistent challenge. It's a source of incredible cultural richness, a tapestry woven from countless traditions, languages, and beliefs. The national question revolves around this central dilemma. How can a nation forged from such diverse ethnic groups achieve true unity? It's a question that has haunted Nigeria since its independence. Yet, amidst the challenges, there's a deep-seated yearning for unity. This desire for a united Nigeria transcends ethnic boundaries. Section 3. The weight of heritage. The Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria carry a legacy of resilience and entrepreneurial spirit. Imagine the bustling markets of Onitsha and Aba, where traders haggled over prices. The Igbo have made significant contributions to Nigeria's economic development. They also bear the weight of history, marked by the trauma of the Biafran War.
Despite challenges, the Igbo spirit remains unbroken. The weight of heritage shapes the identities and aspirations of all Nigerians. It's a burden and a blessing, a source of pride and pain.
Section 1. Faith's Embrace. Imagine the call to prayer echoing across the ancient city of Kano, its melody washing over the labyrinthine alleyways of the Kumi market. In Nigeria, faith is woven into the very fabric of daily life. This is a land where the rhythms of prayer punctuate the day. In the north, Islam reigns supreme, a legacy of centuries-old trade routes.
The great mosques of Kano, Sokoto, and Zaria stand as architectural marvels. Here, life revolves around the 5 pillars of Islam.
But Nigeria's spiritual landscape is far from monolithic. Travel south and you'll encounter a predominantly Christian population. From the mega churches of Lagos to the humble village churches, Christianity has flourished. It's in the south that you'll find the syncretic blend of Christianity and traditional beliefs. Section 2. Where faiths collide. Nigeria's religious tapestry, while vibrant and multifaceted, is not without its tensions. The fault lines between the predominantly Muslim north and the largely Christian south are a constant source of concern, exacerbated by political opportunism and extremist ideologies. The rise of Boko Haram, a militant Islamist group operating in the northeast, has thrown the fragility of this religious balance into sharp relief. Since its emergence in the early 2000s, Boko Haram's violent campaign to establish an Islamic caliphate in northern Nigeria has claimed thousands of lives and displaced millions more. Their attacks on churches, mosques, schools, and villages have left an indelible scar on a nation's psyche, a reminder of how easily faith can be twisted to serve nefarious ends. But it's not just the specter of extremism that casts a shadow over Nigeria's religious landscape. The competition for resources, political power, and social influence often plays out along religious lines. In some regions, particularly in the Middle Belt, where the Muslim North meets the Christian South, religious differences have fueled intercommunal conflicts over land, grazing rights, and political representation. The politicization of religion, with politicians often exploiting religious sentiments for electoral gain, further complicates the picture. This manipulation of faith for political ends deepens existing divisions, making it even more challenging to build bridges of understanding and tolerance. Section 3. Beyond the divide. Despite the challenges posed by religious tensions, there are flickers of hope, signs that a more tolerant and inclusive Nigeria is possible. Across the country, interfaith dialogue initiatives are working tirelessly to bridge the divide, fostering understanding and respect between different religious communities.
Imagine a group of young people, Muslims and Christians, sitting together in a circle, sharing their personal stories of faith, challenging stereotypes, and discovering common ground.
This grassroots efforts, often led by religious leaders, women's groups, and youth organizations, are crucial in countering the narratives of division and promoting a shared sense of Nigerian identity.
There are also countless examples of everyday Nigerians transcending religious boundaries in their daily lives. Muslims and Christians often live side by side in peace, their children attending the same schools, their families sharing meals and celebrations.
This spirit of coexistence, while often overshadowed by the headlines of conflict, is the true heart of Nigeria, a testament to the enduring human capacity for empathy and understanding.
The challenge for Nigeria is to nurture these seeds of tolerance, to create a society where religious freedom is not only protected, but celebrated. It's a long and arduous journey, one that requires a commitment to dialogue, education, and justice.
Section 1. Black Gold, Tarnished Dreams. The discovery of oil in the Niger Delta in the 1950s was both a blessing and a curse for Nigeria. It held the promise of prosperity, of transforming a fledgling nation into an economic powerhouse. But beneath the veneer of progress, a darker reality was unfolding. The Niger Delta was becoming a land of sacrifice. Its once pristine waters were choked with oil spills, and its people found their livelihoods destroyed, their health compromised. The oil boom enriched a select few, bypassing the majority. The black gold, once a symbol of hope, had tarnished, leaving behind a legacy of environmental devastation and social unrest. The Niger Delta, a paradise on earth, now a polluted wasteland. Its fertile lands and waters once sustained generations. Oil transformed this ecosystem into a wasteland.
Villages now reek of crude oil. Waters shimmer with slicks. millions live with the relentless pursuit of black gold.
Oil spills have catastrophic impacts on the ecosystem. Fish stocks plummeted, farmlands infertile, water contaminated. Health consequences are dire with rising illnesses. The tragedy of Nigeria's oil wealth is not just the environmental devastation, it's the corrosive effect of oil money on the nation's political and social fabric. Oil wealth has become an addiction, distorting priorities and fueling corruption. Imagine a nation where the national budget is held hostage to the global oil market. Politicians see oil revenues as a personal piggy bank. This is Nigeria's resource curse, a recipe for instability and underdevelopment. Despite the seemingly insurmountable challenges posed by the oil curse, there are glimmers of hope, seeds of change taking root in the fertile ground of Nigeria's entrepreneurial spirit. While the oil sector has languished, other sectors of the economy, fueled by the ingenuity and resilience of its people, are showing signs of life.
Imagine a bustling tech hub in Lagos, where young Nigerians, armed with laptops and smartphones, are coding their way to a brighter future. This is the face of Nigeria's burgeoning tech scene, a sector brimming with potential and attracting the attention of global investors.
Beyond the tech sector, there's a renewed focus on diversifying the economy, on harnessing the potential of agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism. The government, under pressure from citizens and civil society organizations, is beginning to implement reforms aimed at improving transparency and accountability in the oil sector.
The journey towards a more diversified and equitable Nigeria will be long and arduous. It will require a fundamental shift in mindset, from a culture of dependence on oil to one that embraces innovation, entrepreneurship, and sustainable development. It will also require a commitment to good governance, transparency, and accountability, ensuring that the nation's resources benefit all Nigerians, not just a privileged few.
Nigeria is a nation in perpetual motion, where migration is as constant as the Harmattan winds. From rural villages to Lagos, people move, driven by hope and the search for a better life.
Imagine a young man from the north boarding a bus to Lagos filled with ambition. He dreams of Lagos, where opportunities abound.
This migration is driven by the allure of urban centers like Lagos and Abuja. Economic disparities push people to seek better lives in cities.
But city life can be harsh, with many struggling in slums.
Yet, resilience endures. Nigerians adapt, thrive, and build supportive communities. The Nigerian diaspora, scattered across the globe, represents dreams, ambitions, and the bittersweet reality of leaving one's homeland. For generations, Nigerians have sought opportunities beyond their borders, driven by economic hardship and the lure of education.
Imagine a young woman excited and anxious, bidding farewell at Murtala Mohammed International Airport. She's earned a scholarship to study abroad, a golden ticket to a world of possibilities.
From London to New York, Toronto to Houston, Nigerians excel in medicine, academia, business, and the arts. They've built successful careers and become powerful voices for change, advocating for human rights and social justice. The pull of home is a powerful force for many Nigerians living abroad. It's in the cadence of their mother tongue, the aroma of spices, and the vibrant colors of festivals.
Imagine a professional returning to Nigeria, drawn by the desire to give back. They bring experience, knowledge, and a desire to contribute.
This reverse migration is injecting new life into the nation. From tech entrepreneurs to healthcare professionals, Nigerians in the diaspora are returning with fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. Nigeria is a land of complexities, a symphony of contradictions, a nation perpetually in conversation with its past, present, and future. It's a place where ancient traditions dance alongside modern aspirations, where the weight of history can feel both stifling and empowering. It's tempting, perhaps even easy, to look at Nigeria through a lens of despair, to focus on the headlines of corruption, conflict, and inequality. But to do so would be to miss the essence of this extraordinary nation, to overlook the indomitable spirit of its people, their resilience, their creativity, and their unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. Nigeria, for all its challenges, stands at a crossroads. The path ahead is not preordained. It will be shaped by the choices made today, by the collective will of its people, and by their unwavering commitment to building a more just, equitable, and prosperous nation. The journey won't be easy. It will require confronting uncomfortable truths, dismantling systems of oppression, and healing the wounds of the past. But amidst the uncertainties, there's a palpable sense of hope, a belief that change is within reach, that Nigeria's next chapter will be one of progress, unity, and fulfillment. The giant has awakened, and the world watches with bated breath, eager to witness the unfolding of its destiny. Welcome to Benin, a West African jewel. Benin bursts with history, culture, and natural beauty. From the Atlantic Ocean shores to the northern savannas, Benin captivates. This is a land of vibrant traditions. Benin whispers tales of resilience. It remembers the might of Dahomey.
Today, Benin is a tapestry of over 40 ethnic groups. Each thread adds to its rich cultural fabric.
Benin is a testament to the enduring human spirit. Join us now as we journey through Benin. Let's discover Benin together. From coast to savannah, Benin is a land of diverse landscapes. A narrow coastal plain stretches along the Atlantic. Palm trees sway in the ocean breeze. Fishing boats dot the horizon. Moving north, the terrain changes. Rolling hills emerge. Grasslands stretch as far as the eye can see. Benin's geography is varied. The cradle of rivers. Benin is a land of rivers. They snake through its heart. They nourish the land. The Ueme River is the country's lifeblood. It flows from north to south. Along its banks, life flourishes. Villages thrive. Farmers cultivate their crops. Fishermen cast their nets. The Ueme River is more than just water. It is a source of life. Benin's diverse geography blesses it with natural riches. Its forests teem with life. Monkeys swing through the trees. Birds of paradise flash their vibrant plumage. Elephants roam the Penjari National Park. Benin is a haven for wildlife. Its coastal waters are equally rich. This bounty provides sustenance for its people. In the heart of Benin, a powerful kingdom arose, the Kingdom of Dahomey. From the 17th to the 19th century, it dominated the region. It was a kingdom built on trade. It controlled key trade routes. The Dahomey were fierce warriors. They expanded their kingdom through conquest. The capital, Abomey, became a center of power. Its walls held palaces and temples. The Dahomey kingdom left an indelible mark on Benin's history. No story of Dahomey is complete without mentioning the Dahomey Amazons, an all-female warrior regiment. They were renowned for their fierceness, their skill in battle unmatched. They were the protectors of the king. From a young age, they trained rigorously. They mastered weapons and tactics. They were subjected to intense physical tests. Only the strongest and most disciplined survived. They embodied the strength of the Dahomey spirit. They challenged gender norms. The Dahomey Amazons remain an enduring symbol of female power. The Dahomey kingdom eventually fell to French colonial forces in the late 19th century, but its legacy lived on. Abomey, the former capital, stands as a testament to the kingdom's past glory. The royal palaces of Abomey are now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They offer a glimpse into the kingdom's rich history and culture. The Dahomey's artistic traditions also survived. Their intricate metalwork and vibrant dances still captivate audiences today. The Dahomey spirit of resilience continues to inspire the Beninese people. The winds of change swept across Africa in the late 19th century. European powers scrambled for control. Benin, then Dahomey, became entangled in their ambitions.
The Dahomey, known for their military prowess, resisted fiercely. The Dahomey Amazons fought valiantly against French advances. However, our superior firepower ultimately overwhelmed Dahomey's resistance.
In 1894, Dahomey was formally incorporated into French West Africa. Thus began a period of French colonial rule that would last for over 6 decades. Colonialism cast a long shadow over Benin. The French exploited Benin's resources for their own economic gain. Despite the oppressive nature of colonial rule, the spirit of the Beninese people remained unbroken. The desire for self-determination burned brightly. Throughout the first half of the 20th century, resistance to French rule simmered. Beninese intellectuals began to organize. They formed political parties, published newspapers, and mobilized the masses. The Second World War further fueled the flames of nationalism in Benin. After years of struggle, the Beninese people achieved their hard-won independence. On August 3rd, 1960, Benin emerged as a sovereign nation. It was a day of immense joy. The newly independent nation, however, faced daunting challenges. Decades of colonial exploitation had left its mark. Benin's economy was heavily reliant on a few agricultural products. The country grappled with the legacy of colonialism. Yet, through it all, the resilience of the Beninese people shone through. They persevered, striving to build a better future. Benin is a symphony of cultures. Over 40 ethnic groups call this nation home. Each group contributes its own unique rhythm to Benin's vibrant cultural melody. The Fon, the Yoruba, the Bariba, the Aja, these are just a few of the groups that make up Benin's rich human mosaic. In the bustling markets of Cotonou, you'll hear a multitude of languages spoken. This cultural diversity is not a source of division. It's a source of strength. It's a reminder that despite our differences, we are all part of the same human family. The Fon people are the largest ethnic group in Benin. They are concentrated in the southern regions, their history intertwined with the powerful kingdom of Dahomey.
The Fon are renowned for their artistic traditions. Their intricate bronze sculptures are now prized by collectors worldwide. Their vibrant dances are a celebration of life.
The Fon people have carefully preserved their cultural heritage. Their traditional beliefs continue to shape their worldview.
Alongside the Fon, a multitude of other ethnic groups enrich Benin's cultural tapestry. The Yoruba have a strong presence in Benin, particularly in the southeast.
The Yoruba are known for their rich oral traditions.
The Bariba people, primarily found in the north, are skilled artisans.
The Aja people, concentrated in the south, are closely related to the Fon.
These are just a few examples of the many ethnic groups that contribute to Benin's cultural mosaic.
Their presence is a testament to the beauty of diversity. Benin, despite its spirited people and abundant culture carries the heavy weight of poverty. The struggle for basic necessities remains a constant battle. In rural areas, subsistence farming is a way of life. The weight of poverty is most visible in the eyes of children. Access to education remains out of reach for many. Yet, amidst these challenges, the spirit of the Beninese people shines through. Micro-enterprises offer glimmers of hope, empowering individuals and creating opportunities. Benin is at a crossroads, navigating the complex terrain of development. The country has made strides in recent years, its economy showing signs of growth. Infrastructure development remains a priority. Creating a more diversified economy is essential for long-term sustainable growth. Benin has recognized the importance of investing in its human capital. Education and healthcare are receiving increased attention. Good governance, transparency, and accountability are crucial for ensuring that development benefits reach all segments of society. Benin's greatest asset is its youthful population. With over half the population under the age of 25, the energy, creativity, and aspirations of young people hold the key to Benin's future.
Harnessing this demographic dividend requires strategic investment.
Creating educational opportunities that equip young people with the skills and knowledge demanded by the global economy is paramount.
Fostering an environment where entrepreneurship can flourish is crucial for unlocking innovation.
Addressing youth unemployment requires a multi-pronged approach. By investing in their education, health, and livelihoods, Benin can unlock its true potential and build a brighter future. Vodun, a word whispered with reverence, a faith woven into the very fabric of Benin. It is more than just a religion, it is a way of life. Vodun is the spiritual heartbeat of Benin, a force that connects the past to the present, the seen to the unseen. It is a belief system that acknowledges the presence of spirits in all things, from the flowing rivers to the whispering wind. It is a way of understanding the world, a means of finding balance and harmony. Vodun is not a monolithic faith. It is as diverse as the people of Benin themselves. Each region, each community has its own unique expressions, its own pantheon of spirits, its own rituals and ceremonies. Yet at its core, Vodun is about connection. It is about honoring the ancestors, those who came before, and who continue to watch over their descendants. It is about seeking guidance and protection from the spirits, acknowledging their power and influence in the affairs of humans. Vodun is a living faith, constantly evolving, adapting to the changing times, while remaining deeply rooted in tradition. It is a testament to the resilience of the Beninese spirit, a source of strength and solace in a world often characterized by uncertainty. Section 2. Rituals and Rhythms of Vodun. The heart of Vodun beats through its rituals, a vibrant tapestry of music, dance, and offerings. It is through these ceremonies that the Beninese people communicate with the spirits, seeking their blessings, guidance, and protection. The air crackles with anticipation as drums pound out ancient rhythms, their hypnotic beats calling forth the spirits from the realm of the unseen. Dancers, adorned in colorful costumes, move with a trance-like intensity, their bodies becoming vessels for the spirits to manifest their power. Offerings of food, drink, and symbolic objects are presented to the spirits as tokens of respect and gratitude, acknowledging their presence and seeking their favor. Animal sacrifices, a controversial aspect of Vodun often misunderstood by outsiders, are not about cruelty, but about offering a life force to the spirits, seeking their intervention in human affairs. It is a complex belief system, one that cannot be easily categorized or reduced to simplistic explanations. Vodun rituals are not merely spectacles for tourists. They are deeply spiritual experiences for the Beninese people, a way of connecting with their ancestors, seeking guidance from the spirits, and finding solace in their beliefs. They are a testament to the enduring power of faith, a reminder that even in the modern world, the human need for spiritual connection remains strong. Section 3. A living faith in the modern world. Vodun, often misunderstood, is a testament to the resilience of indigenous African spirituality. It is a living, breathing faith that thrives in the 21st century. In modern Benin, Vodun coexists with Christianity and Islam, reflecting religious pluralism. Many embrace multiple faiths, respecting religious freedom. Vodun holds a special place, influencing traditional medicine and spiritual healing. It inspires music and dance, and is woven into Benin's social fabric. Despite challenges, Vodun remains a vibrant force in Benin. Benin today is a nation in motion. It walks a tightrope between preserving its rich heritage and embracing the future. The ancient rhythms of Vodun drums mingle with modern Afropop. In Cotonou, sleek motorcycles weave between women balancing baskets. Modern buildings rise alongside colonial-era architecture. Benin's youth, armed with smartphones and dreams, drive this evolution. Benin's enduring spirit. This small nation with a giant heart leaves us with profound admiration. Benin's story is one of resilience and unwavering spirit. From the ashes of the slave trade to independence, the courage and heritage shine. Unity in diversity is Benin's cultural tapestry. Vodun, the spiritual heartbeat, provides solace and guidance. Benin's future holds promise and challenges. Stepping into the future, Benin carries its past lessons. The Asante Empire emerged from the Akan people in the forest zone of what is now Ghana. Before the Asante, several Akan states existed. These states were often at war with each other. One powerful state was Denkira, which dominated its neighbors. In the late 17th century, a new leader named Osei Tutu rose to prominence. He was the ruler of the small Asante state of Kumasi. Osei Tutu sought to unite the Akan states against Denkira's rule. He forged alliances with neighboring Akan states. Through diplomacy and military skill, he built a strong coalition. In 1701, the Asante, led by Osei Tutu, confronted Denkira in a decisive battle. The Asante victory marked the beginning of their empire. This victory also established the Asante as the dominant power in the region. The Asante Empire was born from the ashes of the Nkira's dominance. This newly formed empire would go on to become a major force in West Africa. The Asante people, united under Osei Tutu's leadership, embarked on a period of expansion and prosperity. Their story is one of ambition, military might, and complex political organization. Osei Tutu I is considered the founder of the Asante Empire. He was a skilled military leader and a shrewd politician. He established the administrative and military structures of the Asante state. One of his most significant innovations was the creation of the Asante Confederacy. This was a union of Akan states under the Asante Hene, the supreme ruler. Each state within the Confederacy maintained some autonomy. However, they were bound to the Asante Hene by oaths of allegiance and tribute. Osei Tutu also introduced new military techniques and weapons. He acquired firearms through trade with Europeans on the coast. This gave the Asante a significant advantage over their rivals. With these weapons, the Asante army became a formidable force. Osei Tutu's reign lasted until 1770. During this time, he laid the foundation for the Asante Empire's expansion and dominance. His legacy as a visionary leader and a nation builder solidified his place in Asante history. He is remembered as the first Asante Hene and the father of his nation. The Asante Empire's wealth was legendary. Their economy was based on trade. Gold was the most important commodity. The Asante controlled vast gold fields. They extracted the gold and traded it with merchants from the north and the coast. Kola nuts were another important trade good. These nuts were highly valued as a stimulant. The Asante traded kola nuts with their northern neighbors. They also traded enslaved people captured in wars. This trade brought in additional revenue. The Asante developed a complex system of markets and trade routes. Kumasi, the capital, became a major trading center. Merchants from all over West Africa flocked to Kumasi's bustling markets. The wealth generated from trade fueled the Asante Empire's growth. The Asante also used their wealth to support their military. They purchased weapons and other supplies from European traders. This gave them a technological edge over their rivals. The combination of trade and military power made the Asante Empire a force to be reckoned with. At the heart of the Asante political and spiritual beliefs lies the golden stool, known as Sika Dwa Kofi. According to legend, the stool descended from the heavens. A powerful priest, Okomfo Anokia, commanded it to land on the lap of Osei Tutu during a gathering of Akan chiefs. This event cemented Osei Tutu's authority as the Asante Hene. The stool is believed to embody the soul of the Asante nation. It is the ultimate symbol of Asante unity and authority. The golden stool is not merely a throne. It is a sacred object. It represents the spirit and power of the Asante people. The Asante Hene never sits directly on the golden stool. It is housed in a special chamber and brought out only on important occasions. The golden stool's significance to the Asante cannot be overstated. It is central to their identity and their history. Its story underscores the spiritual underpinnings of Asante political power. Section 5. Conflicts and conquests, shaping the Asante hegemony. The Asante Empire's history is one of expansion and conquest. Driven by the desire for wealth and power, the Asante engaged in numerous wars with their neighbors. They sought to expand their territory and control trade routes. One of their most significant conflicts was with the Denkyira. The Asante victory over Denkyira in 1701 marked the beginning of their empire. They also fought with other Akante states, such as the Akiem, Akwamu, and Fante. The Asante army was renowned for its discipline and organization. They employed advanced military tactics and weaponry. Their use of firearms, acquired through trade with Europeans, gave them an advantage. The Asante also used psychological warfare. They were known for their fierce war drums and intimidating war cries. Through a combination of military prowess, strategic alliances, and diplomacy, the Asante expanded their empire. By the mid-18th century, the Asante Empire encompassed a vast territory in present-day Ghana and parts of neighboring countries. Section 6. The clash with a global power, the Anglo-Ashanti Wars. The arrival of the British on the Gold Coast in the 19th century introduced a new chapter in the Asante Empire's history. Initially, relations between the Asante and the British were primarily trade-focused. However, tensions grew as the British expanded their influence inland. The Anglo-Ashanti Wars, a series of conflicts spanning over a century, were rooted in these tensions. The British sought to control trade routes and resources, while the Asante defended their sovereignty and resisted British encroachment. There were a total of 6 major Anglo-Ashanti wars. Each war had its own complexities and outcomes. The Asante demonstrated their military prowess, inflicting heavy casualties on the British. However, the British, with their superior weaponry and resources, gradually gained the upper hand. The wars were marked by moments of Asante resilience and strategic victories. For example, the War of the Golden Stool, which began in 1900, was triggered by the British governor's demand to sit on the Golden Stool. This demand was a grave offense to the Asante, who fiercely resisted. Section 7. Resistance and resilience, the struggle for autonomy. Despite facing a formidable foe in the British, the Asante never surrendered their desire for self-determination. They resisted British rule through various means. One notable figure in this resistance was Ya Asantewa. As the Queen Mother of Ejisu, a prominent Asante state, she rallied the Asante against British rule during the War of the Golden Stool. Her bravery and leadership made her a powerful symbol of Asante resistance. The Asante also employed diplomatic strategies. They sent delegations to Britain to negotiate for their autonomy. However, the British government remained committed to expanding its colonial control. Despite the odds, the Asante continued to resist. They staged uprisings and rebellions. They preserved their cultural traditions and social structures. The spirit of resistance became ingrained in the Asante identity. Section 8. From colony to independence, the Asante in modern Ghana. The 20th century brought about significant changes in the political landscape of Africa. The movement for independence swept across the continent, and the Gold Coast, under the leadership of Kwame Nkrumah, was no exception. In 1956, the Gold Coast gained independence from Britain, with Asante recognizing the importance of unity for the newly independent nation, agreed to join the new state of Ghana. This decision marked the end of the Asante Empire as a sovereign entity. However, the Asante Kingdom, under the leadership of the Asantehene, continued to exist as a subnational traditional authority within Ghana. The Asantehene, while no longer holding political power in the same way as during the empire, remained an influential figure. The Asante people played an active role in shaping the new nation of Ghana. They contributed to the country's political, economic, and cultural development. Their history and traditions continued to shape their identity. Section 9. The legacy of Asanteman: culture, tradition, and influence. The Asante Empire left an enduring legacy. Their culture, traditions, and history continue to influence Ghana and the world. The Asante are known for their rich artistic heritage, particularly in weaving, pottery, and goldsmithing. Kente cloth, a vibrantly colored and intricately woven fabric, is perhaps the most recognizable symbol of Asante craftsmanship. Originally worn by royalty, Kente cloth has gained international acclaim for its beauty and cultural significance. The Asante language, Twi, is widely spoken in Ghana and serves as a unifying factor for many Ghanaians. Their music and dance traditions are vibrant expressions of their cultural identity. The Asante political system, with its emphasis on consensus building and the balance of power, has also left its mark. The Asantehene's role as a custodian of tradition and a symbol of unity continues to be significant. The story of the Asante Empire is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for innovation, resilience, and cultural preservation. Their legacy serves as a reminder of the complexities of African history, the impact of colonialism, and the enduring power of cultural identity